Sorry. Try that again. Cheers. The afternoon. Burgers. Drink some beer. Final Fantasy. After my epic tanking the other day, duty roulette, jump in this, what is this dungeon called? Or the first one for Shadowbringers, and I felt like a noob. Got me kind of down on my tanking. I redid my whole screen here, added an extra hotbar, put all my mitigations up here so that I can do a little bit better of a job. How it goes. Apparently Shadowbringer raids and dungeons kicked it up a notch. I don't know. I still don't think I've done any of the raids. Stormblood. I haven't even unlocked the ones for Blood. That's crazy. Anyway. Wonder how you do that. Let me check into it. What are they? Orbon Monastery. Alphascape. A lot of those. Oh, that's right. There's a couple of unlocked quests in Alamigo that I never did. Oh, well, here we go. Let's see. Dolphatol. I don't remember this. Oh wait, this is coming back to me a little bit. Blah blah. Big frog. In this dungeon. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Right up here. Trash. Come on, trash. Put the key. Closing gate. Fear me. What? Laughing at. Hear me? My wife's laughing at me. See, who do we? Dotalis. Oh, I can't even pronounce any of this stuff. Bang, bang. There we go, he's dead. What's up, worst average gamer? It's going good, man. Good to see you. Hey, cheers. It's going good. It's really good. Man, I love the story in this game. Love the story. Really, I even found myself starting up a new character so I could get back into ARR a little bit and pick up some of the stuff that I missed before. It's good. How's the how's the nose? Father-in-law just finished Shadowbringer and said the story was great. Yeah, I'm just getting into it. You start off, well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but basically just like finding all of your lost compatriots, and I just found a couple, so that's cool. Man, that's crazy. Things you do for fame. That was funny though, I gotta admit. That was funny. Yeah, Shadowbringers is definitely seems to be kicking it up a notch all around. And I'm excited for what they're gonna do with it. I'm only like, I don't know, maybe 10 quests in or something. Man, I was wondering if you went back and checked that out afterwards and was like, what did I do? What did I sign up for? It's like when you get off the bus at basic training, right? It was entertaining. All right. Yeah, so have you how far have you gotten in the MSQ? I know you don't really play it on stream, but I know you've at least played it a little bit. Stalled a bit, just finished Heavensward. Yeah, Heavensward was awesome. Stormblood, it's kind of like, it's different, but still worth, still you got to do it. But yeah, Shadowbringers though has been bad so far. I mean, like bad as in awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't call it not so great. It's just, like up till now you've been kicking butt all the time. Stormblood makes it a little bit more real. And, you got to go through some stuff. So, it's cool though. I still liked where it ended up in the end, honestly. concentrating way too much on this. I don't remember this fight. Dude, y'all, we gotta spread out. Alright, we got it. Nice. Yeah, man, it's a good game. Once you get into some of the content, and I've really enjoyed it. Like I used to play WoW back in the day, and then there was the whole big blow up thing, and I had gotten bored anyway, and never really gave this a try. And then once I got into it, I was like, man, where has this been for the last, little while? It's got more story in it than WoW does, and that's definitely the kind of game that I'm into. So I'm really enjoying it, man. I recommend it to anybody. And PvP may not be very good, at least that's what I've heard, but like I'm not really into that anyway. So, all right, let's get out of here. We're gonna go do some MSQ now that I got my chores done. Got some poetics there. That's cool. Homestones. All right. Crystarium's Resolve. Time to get into the MSQ. Keep drinking beer.
You were doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue.
Yeah, so Wag, if you're ever gonna do this, man, like, might wanna just listen, cause oh, your father-in-law went from WoW to 14 to ESO back to 14. I've never checked out Elder Scrolls Online. I started both, what was the one before Skyrim? Like Morrowind or something? I don't remember. I started them both, but I lost interest after a little while. And then, but this has got Oblivion. Yeah, Oblivion. Morrowind was before that. But, anyway, I for some reason I never made it through all of the content on those. Yeah, a lot of these are, folks say it's fun when you have somebody to play with. I tend to be a loner in a lot of these things. So yeah, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, that was the order. I tend to start out as a loner, and then as I get an appreciation for the story, then I'm looking for other people to play with and stuff like that. But anyway. Doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue, with your combined strength you may well succeed.
But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary.
Yeah, I can get that. Lots of people bring lots of drama. And a lot of times I just want to get in there for a couple hours, get my stuff done, and then move on. But unfortunately, they tie a lot of the story into these high-end raids that you need lots of people for. So, that's cool. maybe one day I'll find a group I can hang with and have less of life going on where I can make it a regular thing. But man, I got kids that are in sports and other stuff I'm involved in. So just the way it is. See, all the Crystarium folks are coming to see me.
'Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand.
I think this might be big speech time.
Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you.
I still don't know what's going on. Your father-in-law hates people. I don't hate people. Just, you know, they bring baggage. He likes you because you play video games. Yeah. I still don't know what's going on with his rock hand or crystal hand or whatever, but I'm hoping they tell me at some point. Because, like, in the trailer, you saw the cat girl with the same kind of thing, and we haven't found her yet, but we'll see. When you started dating your wife, you were the only person he talked to.
Such short notice. There is something I would ask you all.
I'm definitely one of those introverted people. Like, yeah, that's definitely me. I depend on my wife to get me out of the house and like make me talk to people and stuff like that. That's what she brings to my life. She challenged me to be a little bit better about that kind of stuff. So otherwise, I'd probably stay home.
As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit.
Wag, you strike me as more of a, out there mingling in the crowd kind of guy. Am I wrong? Please tell me.
To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war.
I'm not wrong. Well, probably wasn't much of a stretch, but, you know. Alright, so go figure. The general of, what you call it,
Let none be mistaken.
the Richie People's
We would be
Town,
hard-pressed indeed
doesn't
to
like us.
resist the might of Yulmore. Some would even call it suicide.
Of course. We've done that before.
And yet my
Take
heart
on the big
cries out to
baddies.
fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years.
After that boss killed me like 3 times.
Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
Should we do? I think we have to fight.
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrant deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
So, like, when I saw all this stuff about, you know, in Shadowbringer and there's going to be this warrior of darkness, I totally thought it was something else. I thought we were, like, totally changing sides or something like that, but it was pretty slick the way they worked it into the story, I gotta say.
Yulmor's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do we will.
Yeah, that's the attitude I like to hear.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for?
It really has been great, and it's like a polar opposite of World of Warcraft, where they just try to sprinkle stuff in, don't give you the full picture, not enough detail, and like, yeah, I had started to get, you know, disenchanted with the story piece and the development and all of that stuff anyway, and then all of this big blizzard blow up stuff just kind of, it's like, yeah, it's time to move on. And I've been really, really happy with making this move. So they have done a great job with this story. And I've loved Final Fantasy. Like, I started playing Final Fantasy games back on the 8-bit Nintendo, like literally Final Fantasy 1. So, and then, you know, Final Fantasy 6, which on the Super NES, which was Final Fantasy 3 here in the States, was awesome. Played that like in college. And then Final Fantasy 7 came out, and that's literally the reason I bought a PlayStation. And the first PlayStation, and it was awesome. So I should have known that the story, they would have done it justice in here, even though this is like, you know, the whole backstory of A Realm Reborn, which is, you know, the first version was kind of a flop, and then they remade the whole thing, which if you haven't seen that documentary on it, it's actually pretty good. And talking to all the different developers and stuff like that about the story of that and how they made that change, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, you definitely need to check it out. I watched it one night after play. You know, I've been playing for a couple hours, and I heard about it. I went and put it on my phone and had my headphones on, and like, I think there's like 3 episodes if I remember, but it's definitely worth a watch. So check it out.
We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
Hey man, thanks. I appreciate it. I do this for fun, and you know, whoever watches. It's cool. I appreciate it though. Thanks. Take care of those kiddos. Take it easy.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Oh, there's a bookworm dude.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
Good. Nobody else likes those Yulmorans either. But you know, they didn't seem that bad. At least some of them. The leadership guy, the big, like, fat dude that is in charge, that's giving people to the Sin Eaters or whatever. It seems like things kind of changed when he took over for his father. So
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus.
have a consensus.
Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmor's ultimatum.
Yeah, let's go get Minfilia.
Here, here!
Here, here!
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
Plan that strategy.
And there you have it. If Yulmor wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
Of course.
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure. At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air.
Dream powder.
Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Dream powder.
Very good. See to your preparations.
That's something we've seen before? I don't remember that.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
I don't even know what that means. I literally have to Google that
If
word.
excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
Indolence. What does that even mean? Inactivity resulting from a dislike of work. Alright, I like that. And that's definitely in character. I've never heard that as it's a synonym for laziness. So yeah. That's definitely straight out of Alice A. Very in character for her. All right. All right. So you will be joining the guard, but however highly the Exarch thinks of you, you will receive no special treatment from me. Is that clear? Bunny Girl's not playing. Where's your salute, soldier? Oh, serious? Better, more spirited than the Exarch's feeble attempt, certainly. Ah, that's funny. Now, first things first. You will need uniforms. Go to the crystalline mean and report to Catless. She will see you measured and fitted. Alright. Now, if I can remember where that is. Oh, there's a shard here. Let's try that. Chocolate Chip Daddy. Cool name. Crystalline mean. Yep, there we go. Alright. And I'm right there. Ah, and there's the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way, we'll see to it you look your dashing best for your first outing. Alright. Fix this a little bit. There we go. A little better. One of these days I'm going to get a green screen and some overlays. Make it look a little more professional. Done, are you? Let's have a look at those numbers. I see. How goes it? Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's a ready fit. But we do have a few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well then. See to it and have the uniforms delivered directly to the field. I shall take this opportunity to brief you on the mission. Hear it. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy Amaro, scatter dream powder from the air. Amaro, those are the bird guys. Once the powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle. Her safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. I assume we're to be part of said unit. Correct. The unit will be divided into two contingents, one deploying from Fort Job and the other from the Ostal Imperative. You and Alphino will join the former. Augustine, meanwhile, will join the latter with me. Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chesamil at Spagirix. Some of these words. He will issue you with a serum to ward off the effects of dream powder. We shall be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we will see you in the field. It's quite far to the Imperative, so you may make use of an Amaro from the Rookery. After you have collected the serum, of course. What do I have to unlock to get, let's see. Required class job, Disciples of the Land, or Hand, Disciples of the... okay. So you can't unlock this one unless you're a gatherer or a crafter. That ain't me yet. I have not done anything with respect to gathering or crafting. Going down though. Alright. That. I'm just gonna go Aetherite. Right, whatever it's called. It's right there. I could just jump down. Do that. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Over here. Maybe? I don't know. Outside? I think I'm messing this up, yeah. I have no idea. Probably have to go back upstairs. I do not know my way around here. Let me go out here. There she is. All right, found her. Hey, what's up, Killing Form? Yeah, man, I'm in Shadowbringers. Good to see you. Sorry if I didn't see you earlier. How you been, dude? Yeah, man, I was all stoked into this a bit now. I have more to knock out. Yeah, I was all stoked. I tanked a pug dungeon and like ended up soloing like the last third of the boss. Everybody was dead. I just kept healing myself. So I thought my tanking skills were like on point. And then I jumped into the first dungeon in here with a pug group, and like we died 3 times on the last boss. And I had, you know, I don't know whether I was messing up or not, but I had the healer, of course, giving me pointers and use your mitigation skills and all of that stuff. And I was like, well, I do, but anyway. Yeah, that guy, he's got some tank busters, and there's some, definitely seems like an upgrade in the amount of mechanics for a dungeon boss. So from past, you know, all previous expansions. So I haven't done much of the raid content, you know, at the min level and in synced and stuff, but if those other ones are like that, I definitely need to up my game a little bit more. But anyway, we'll see. Yes, sweetie, is there something you need? Oh, one of the guard come for your dram, are you? Here you go. A dose of this will keep you firmly in the waking world while your enemies are off in dreamland. I guess we're putting everybody to sleep. Now, if this is your first time, I should warn you, it's bitter as sin, sorry. Prince's Kiss, they call it, but if you ask me, it should be Crone's Kiss. Hee hee. Just aside, this stuff is really foul. Most people gag like there's no tomorrow, but if you don't drain every last drop, you're liable to end up taking a trip to Dreamland yourself. So, I must ask you to drink it here and now while I watch. Come on, give the old crone a kiss. Hee hee. Alright. Let's do it. Oh. Well done, sweetie. I'm proud of you. Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd even say you enjoyed it. And now you needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have care you don't lose any limbs out there, alright? They don't tend to grow back. Just ask Raubon. Ah, poor guy. Alright. Where the heck are... Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, so what are you working on, Killing Form? What else do you have to do? I know you've been working on that raid you guys were having trouble with the other night. Oh, you only just passed the first boss in Shadowbringers, you mean? Still have some MSQ to do? Okay. Okay, first dungeon, yeah. It was definitely eye-opening. Still stuck on Bahamut? Okay. Yeah, so unsynced I did like the first round of the Coils of Bahamut. I still have the second round to do unsynced so I can get all of that content. And I imagine I'll get around to it. So you made it into the ad, so almost through. That's good. I know it seemed like that group was, a couple of them had a few drinks the other night, so I didn't know how well that was gonna go. if you needed to be like on for these fights, so. Yes, what do you require of me? An Amaro to take you to the Imperative, eh? As much as I would like to oblige, all our mounts are reserved for the coming operation. I fear you will have to go by foot. Alright. But wait, there might be another way, assuming you are willing to lend a hand. Alright. Over 1 million XP for that quest, but I need like 25 million or 18 million for the next level. That's crazy. Oh, and here's an unlock for Ether Current. I was about to deliver an Amaro to Radiska's Round, one of the locations whence the beast will fly for the operation. The tower lies along the route to the Imperative. If near enough is good enough for you, you may make the delivery in my stead. Very good. I shall ready the Amaro for departure at once. Alright, let me see. I'm sure this stuff is probably... Yeah, let me check the armory real quick. I'm sure this is probably... Yeah, so at the end of each expansion, I always trade in my poetics for wherever, or my tombstones, whatever they are, to the, to get the gear, like the high eye level gear for that expansion, so that way I'm prepped for the next one. And like this is $395, and I'm currently wearing 400 mostly. Yeah. Oh wow, and I need a new necklace. That's 370. That's bringing me down. And the bracelet, those I haven't replaced yet. rings, it looks like. Yep. Yeah, the Scabian stuff from Stormblood, yeah. I usually do my daily roulette, so I have tomestones or whatever, so I can buy that stuff. And once I really reach the level, I can buy it and gear up on that, make it a little bit easier, but Radiska's Round is to the north and west. You can take the road or you can fly. It is up to you. Oh, this last week you spent leveling Summoner and Scholar. May have a spot in a static in EW, but they need a DPS. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, maybe one day I'll seek out the static stuff, but with all the kiddos and stuff like that, oh, my dog's going nuts right now. Excuse me a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Neighborhood young man knocked on the door, and so that's when my little dog goes nuts. Got him to 67 though. So I have not leveled any other jobs. I started another character and made a marauder in a different data center just for the heck of it. But it makes me wonder if, the leveling experience for another job, what do you have to do? You just, Scholar is quick to level if you have all the dungeons leveled? Okay. Or dungeons unlocked, I guess? Okay. And then you just run around killing stuff, doing fates and duty roulettes or whatever. Scholar will basically instant queue. Is that a healing class? Yeah, I think if I remember right, Scholar is a healing class. Okay, just back to back queue into the highest dungeon you've unlocked. Okay. Shield healer, so it's basically all damage mitigation. Cool. Upon arriving, make yourself known to the sentry and she will give you further instructions. 1 to 55 in 4.5 hours. Wow. That's quite a lot. So I've seen some people doing Palace of the Damned to level jobs. Is that only for DPS classes, or does that work for your healers too? If you should become separated from the Amuro, worry not. The beasts are trained to return to the rookery. That is all. Go well. Not sure that's a popular way, though. Okay. Alright, so this I haven't seen before. Oh, alright. Wyatt. You get to control your taxi a little bit. Yeah, I think once I get 80 on this guy and maybe finish the MSQ for Shadowbringers, I think I'll probably be... It'll be pretty close to Endwalker coming out, so I doubt I'll have the time to really mess with another job. Because I want to make sure and be ready for that when it comes out. But I'm not sure. I'd probably try a DPS class or a healer. I'm not sure yet, though. Oh, you're delivering that Amuro to us? I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. We already have all the beasts we require here. Instead, this one is to go to the Imperative to the west. Please see it to the handler on duty, Zeli Vanthu. If you encounter trouble along the path, return here and I'll set you rightwise. Alright. Can you follow an arrow? I can do that. There he is. Alright. Ah, the last Amuro. My thanks, friend. You may leave the beast with me. And we can turn in the quest. Say, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the guard recently? Yeah, that light warden. I took care of that for you. But I'm not supposed to let anybody know that. Ah, so that is the way of it. Well, you managed to arrive, and that's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to the Ostal Imperative, one of our key strongholds in Lakeland. The first thing you'll want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way. I tell you what, this earring thing, the Menfina's earring that gives me the 30% XP increase, that's been crazy. Once I put that on, it's been crazy leveling with that. That came with the Endwalker pre-order. Crazy good way to level up. And here's the captain. Funny captain. It is pretty nuts. Like, you know, I think I started the Endwalker MSQ at 74. And like I was XP capped when I started Stormblood, because I leveled all the way through what is it, Heavensward, on the trial, on the initial, you know, buy of the game or whatever. And yeah, anyway, it is crazy. I had to go buy the bundle just in order to start Stormblood and start getting XP again. Otherwise, everything I was doing was just, you know, not helping me, just giving me gold or gil. So it seems that rather than the Amuro delivering you, you delivered the Amuro. I'll not thank you. I expect all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you. Wow, she's tough. Do I get a new weapon? Let's see. Deep gold sword, deep gold shield. Let's see if it's worth switching out. Nah, it's $3.95. So I get to keep my whatever it is. My Skaven Magitech Cat's Bulger. Alright. The Oracle of Light. Operation fast approaching. Lena means to put you to work. In readiness for the operation, the Amuro will need to be treated with the same serum as us. As you well know, however, it is not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, we have sprinkled it on their fodder. All that remains is to feed it to them, a task I am sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fodder from the Amuro launch and see to 4 of the beasts. Dismissed. Man, she's rough. She's tough. Like, don't you know who I am? I'm kind of a big deal. I'm the Warrior of Light. You don't just hand me orders and stuff. What's up with that? There's my treated fodder. Get that stuff. Beat it to this guy. That's 1. 3 more. So I created a character on another data center on another server, and I think it was supposed to be one of the newer ones stood up, one of the preference ones. No, because they've had so many people migrating to the game recently. But I went to, I played them a little bit today, and I had to sit in the queue for that too. So it really makes me wonder, like, what's going to be the deal when Endwalker hits? Do they have the capacity? Are we all going to be sitting in queues trying to log in? Does make me wonder. Igui. The Amuro absentmindedly munches on the fodder. Right? Amuro is wary at first, but appetite eventually wins out and it accepts the fodder. Alright, so that guy's good to go. Is the next one going to fight me? Equable Amuro. Weaker. Alright. Amuro reels at the smell, but accepts the fodder nonetheless. Alright. Cool. Go back and talk to Captain over here. Talk to this guy. Is that another unlock? Yeah, I'm not gonna do this one right now. Really is no point. Oh, way over here. The Amaro are fed. Good, the rest have already been dosed, so we need not fear any of our mounts succumbing to the dream powder. All units have now entered the final stages of their preparations. The time is nigh. Make ready and await deployment atop the main watchtower. I will send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May night smile upon us. And that's kind of bugging me a little bit. Like, dismiss, soldier. That night that you're talking about, I made that happen. Is this another dude with a... Gotta do the quest sync stuff. I'll do that later. So, what other classes have you tried out killing form? Which ones did you like? Way up here. That is pretty awesome view, I gotta be honest. That reminds me, there's one of those quests out there about going and getting views of landscapes. Go do that too. You have a warrior at 80, gunbreaker at 80, dark knight at 74, paladin at 70, and ninja at 40. Also on another server, a level 62 white mage and 60 something dancer. Yeah, that's the dancer one is probably something I would try on a day I'm not, I feel like I've done everything else. I don't know, but I've heard Dark Knight, the unlock or that story is pretty cool. Like for the job, is dancer fun? I may have to check it out one day. Really simple rotation. So what do they do? Do they do damage or do they do buffs or something? The Dark Knight story is fantastic. Yeah. I think I may have to check that. That may be the next class that I check out. I don't know. I like dudes that wear lots of armor with big swords and stuff. And I like when I was in World of Warcraft, I played a rogue. They go invisible and like sneak up behind and had poisons and stuff. Dancer's a support DPS. Rotation is kind of a 1-2 where you're fishing for procs. And then those procs fish for procs. Okay. I'd have to check it out. When I played a mage for a little while in WoW, and I just really like the feeling of you know, you had one skill that you were waiting for cooldown and then waiting for a proc and then boom, and then it did like some big damage. Then of course you get into a boss fight and have to move to get away from some mechanic and it screws up your rotation. So anyway, there's always that part of it. So I'm going to be interested to see how some of these other classes feel to play one of these days. The operation is about to commence. Stand ready. Oh, Warlock in WoW. I tried that for about 5 minutes. Then you made a Death Knight. Yeah, Death Knight was pretty fun. I think they screwed up blood. Hey, he said hi, small neutron. All right, I think we might be treated to some type of cinematic here. You ready? Gonna watch? All right, we'll stay here. See what happens. During the operation, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be on effect. Okay, that's cool. No, it's time for a mission. All right. Let's see what happens. Oh, do you want me? Here, I'll put it on the speakers real quick, so that way you can hear. You hear it? All right.
Keep moving.
Is that who we're here to rescue? It looks like Benfilia.
What now?
The Crystarium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Sprinkling our sleeping powder. And they all fall asleep. That's really cool. Oh, check it out. Gave me some pretty cool armor.
Captain, the powder has taken effect.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
Let us. I'm sure we will get one of those as a mount someday, sometime. Maybe so. That was almost a Spider-Man pose. Okay, she's... I don't remember what class that is, but they've got those little discs that they hold, and that's what their weapon is. Let's see. Get him. My men will occupy the enemy while we rescue the Oracle. Alright. Go. We keep close to the wall. Hey, there's Alpha now. He and Carbuncle are helping us. Oh, okay, she's a dancer. Alright. So that's what Lise is from Stormblood. Take out the healer. There they are. Okay. Gilmore may boast the world's largest army, but woman for woman, we are no less mighty. Yeah. Get rid of that healer first. Nice to bring my own healer. I have yet to try out that trust system. Lena, go on ahead. We'll hold them here. All right. Here we go. Now I don't have a healer. Careful. The way is relatively clear. Good. There she is. Help her. See. Thank you. Are you from the Crystarium? Correct. We've come to rescue you. Your weapons, made to the same specifications as Tancred's. Be ready to use them. Understood. Please lead the way. Let's rejoin the others and quit this place. All right. All this trouble because of me? I'm so sorry. Come on. Quiet. Too quiet. Is that Ranjit? This will not end well. Uh-oh, that's the general. Brazen thieves. You will regret coming here. Oh man, this guy's serious. She's fine, she just can't move. Tales do not lie, he is fierce beyond reckoning. We are outmatched. Cannot maintain this onslaught forever. Be prepared to run. He will do no such thing. Took out Alpha now. And Alice. Dang. Now it's just you and me. Oh boy. Will it be enough? Probably not. I better start using my heals. I'm sure it won't do any good. Oh snap. Yeah. It's gonna take forever. Ooh. have your measure now. The game is up. What kind of crazy stuff's he gonna do?
It's over.
Yeah, okay, that'll do it. Know your folly. I need to give you a matching scar, dude.
You, boy. You bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks. By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yule.
All right. Thancred. Yeah. Whoa. Pulling a Neo.
Thancred?
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us.
That dude's awesome.
What if I am?
What?
Pathetic. Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
Whoa. Get some new powers. That's pretty awesome. Oh, where's he going?
Break!
Dang.
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
Ha.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Yulmor dare not bear its steel.
Oh.
Ilmeg, the fairy kingdom.
Oh, the fairies. Like that little fairy we met when we first got there.
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds. Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry.
Sarasian fellow.
But how? Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the source to the first. As if I didn't have enough on my hands already.
Oh, that's the
Then again,
Garlean
with a soul
guy.
such as that,
Garlemald guy.
mayhap there is another way.
That's
One which does not require bloodshed.
I don't remember his name.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk.
So, Killing Form, are you
Dreamers
this far
frolicking
in,
amidst the ruins of a
or
forgotten realm.
hopefully it's not spoiling it for you, but oh, okay. Ah, all right, no problem.
It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Oh, wow.
Why, it only feels like one to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sinite, but as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own.
Smart little Minfilia.
I found her too late to stop the Ulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
That gunblade. Bad. That is awesome looking.
Urianger has called this place home for a while now. Yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Urianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here.
Cool.
Sooner or later, the Ulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish 2 things. First, rendezvous with Urianger.
Band back together.
And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
Oh boy.
So, Minfilia. What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them.
Oh, wow.
But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
It's not happy.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Hmm.
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us. Yes, let us have some fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Which way was it to Urianger's?
We've been there so many times, but I can't. Why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
I wonder what spell. Ilmeg is the fairy kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to the Fae folk. The most prominent among them are the pixies, who have a penchant for making mischief, powerful illusions to play tricks on all who venture into their domain. By way of an example, they can make a familiar path seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe you're somewhere you're not. And we are now, I am sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. Alright. What am I getting here? Guess I get all of this stuff. Oh, this is the... Okay. Just for fun. For glamoring or whatever. Haven't done much of that. Fred is trying to think his way out of the present predicament. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Urianger. For that, we must convince the pixies to live. Okay, I'm going to accept this quest, and then I think dinner's ready. I spent too much time in Gil and Glamour. Yeah, haven't gotten into that part of that aspect of the game very much myself yet. From what I could make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village, Lidra Laran. Come, I have a sneaking suspicion this path will lead us directly into their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds and our mission. You may consider her an ally. Your hooker or dragon poop. Summoning stone. All right. I'm gonna go turn this in, get this quest, or get this stone here. Then go eat some dinner. So, guys, for jumping in, for joining in. Might be back on later. but I'll take a break for now. All right, and on that note, later, guys. Take it easy.